Hello everybody, my name is Alish Eisner and welcome to the Canadian Money Talk, the channel about Canadian investing and personal finance. Please like and subscribe. I record 2 videos per week, so make sure you ring the notification bell to get notified each time one comes out. I received a question on YouTube about search funds, and because it's not a commonly used term, I thought I would enlighten everybody. So, a search fund is an investment vehicle through which investors financially support an entrepreneur's efforts to locate, acquire, manage, and take an active day to day leadership role and improve and grow a privately held company. The model offers relatively inexperienced entrepreneurs with limited capital, the resources, and a quick path to managing a company in which they have a meaningful ownership position. There are currently three primary vehicle types a search fund might take. One is self-funded, two is traditional, and three is a solo sponsor. So the self-funded searcher follows a similar process to the traditional and solo-sponsored searchers, aside from self-financing their search process and sometimes their own acquisition. They do not seek out investors but live off savings until they acquire a company. At that point, they request funding for equity in the company they want to acquire. The self-funded searcher maintains a 50% or more of the company after acquisition, often more than 70%. The traditional and solo sponsor-backed searchers receive funding at 2 points. First, to finance their sourcing period, so this includes their salary, due diligence costs, and other expenses that may arise. Second, to finance the equity portion of the company they want to acquire. They often keep anywhere from 8 to 25% of the company, and their investors keep 75% or more. The distinction between the traditional and solo sponsor search fund is the number of investors supporting them. The search fund process occurs across multiple stages. In the first stage, a small group of investors back a potential operating manager or quote unquote searcher to find and acquire a company. This is the fundraising stage. After receiving funds, the search fund will enter the second stage, deal sourcing. A fund may or may not find a target acquisition company. If they find a company and convince their original investors to provide equity to acquire their business, they enter into a third stage, operating the business. For an average of 5 years, the searcher will try to grow the business they acquire as the new CEO, pay down debt from the acquisition process, and pay back their investors. The fourth and final stage occurs roughly 7 years after fundraising, the exit. The search fund will seek new buyers to acquire the company from them and split the proceeds with their investors according to the contract. A search fund example is of a highly successful entrepreneur who raised a search fund and became the owner operator of a small healthcare business, which he and his partner grew to over 30 million in revenue and then sold to a private equity firm. The business, VRI, offers remote patient monitoring for keeping people home from hospitals and changing the way healthcare is delivered. It provides remote monitoring services that help patients rest at home rather than prolonging their hospital stay. The searcher and investor made money and improved the life of the medical patients. A lot of the private equity I have been investing in personally could be viewed as search funds, but the private equity has experienced management and is continuously creating their own investing opportunities, rather than a one-time specific opportunity as the search funds typically do. The search fund is also involving the searcher as a key player in the acquisition, while most of the private equity I purchased into involved a company and was more generic. But to answer the question, are search funds a good investment? As usual, it depends on the investment. Assuming the searcher can purchase a bad company with your money, the company will slowly go bankrupt if nothing changes. If the searcher is able to make appropriate changes to turn the company around and make money, the investors will share in a lot of money since the company was most likely purchased cheaply and once profitable became worth a lot more. Ideally, some sort of a diamond in the rough is the company the searcher is going to acquire. So those are my thoughts on the searcher and those types of companies. If you have any requests on what you'd like me to cover in future videos, please put that into the comment section. Please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and may you have a profitable day.